Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday. This is June the 22nd, 2021. And it's just so exciting to be back in Europe and to be back leading tours. For the past week and a few days, I've been traveling from my home in Middleburg, Florida, to Atlanta to Rome. And last week on Travel Talk Tuesday, we talked a little bit about the Lido outside of Rome. And then the following day, I flew across the Adriatic Sea and have landed in Athens, Greece. And I did that just a couple of days ago, so I'm going to record this a little bit and give you an idea about the village that I chose to stay in, which is about 6 miles from the airport in Athens, Greece. And it's called Artemide. And it's a little seaside village that we've just had a great time. I just had a great time staying in for a couple of days and experiencing something other than an airport hotel when I was holding until my group arrived here. But before I get to that little village of Artemide, let me tell you where I am right now. I've made my way through Athens with my tour group. We've got 22 people in my group right now, and we've had a great time. 3 days in Athens and 2 days here now in Nafplio, which is to the west of Athens, about 2 hours, and it's a getaway for those who live in Athens, a seaside town that is really nice and charming. It has characteristics of Venice because the Venetians were here for a couple of hundred years. Also Byzantine, the Turks, the Ottomans. So it's a very multicultural town as far as the art and decor and the architecture. But the town center itself is very walkable, grid street lines with cute little quaint restaurants and everything. So I'll bring you more information about that in a couple of weeks. But today, I just want to let you know that we're here at this hotel, the Amelia Hotel, and they are so excited because just 3 weeks ago, Greece opened up their borders for tourism, but also for tourism from within their borders, and ceased over 7 months of lockdowns where no one could leave their immediate area. And they opened up restaurants. They have music in restaurants now and tavernas. So it's wonderful. And it's a holiday weekend here. So they're celebrating the religious holiday of the Holy Spirit holiday. And so this is a 3-day weekend. And many people from nearby areas are here, and they come here for vacation for a 3-day weekend outside of Athens. So that's what I'm doing here. But without further ado, let me share my screen and talk to you about the little seaside village I set up in a couple of days ago.
This is the most common salad in Greece, and we know it as a Greek salad. But the Greeks call it a horiatiki, known as a village salad, because it includes all the fresh ingredients grown in the gardens of the village. You can see feta cheese, tomatoes, cucumbers, red onions, and bell peppers as well, all smothered with olive oil and spices. Very, very good. Notice, too, that there is no lettuce in this salad.
Hey, I've arrived in Greece on this Sunday, flew from Rome to Athens, and then I'm on just across the peninsula from Athens at Artemide. So as you can see, we're looking at a seaside town here, and behind me is looking to the east in the direction of Turkey. And so a pretty nice little town here. It's a Sunday afternoon, so a lot of people at the beach, a lot of kids in the water, their parents sitting in these restaurants behind me, which I just finished eating lunch at one of them, and the parents are enjoying lunch, the kids are playing in the seaside. What a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. me pause it there for just a second and go ahead and mention to you that that was just less than a week ago when I filmed that in Artemide, and it was a Sunday afternoon. And if you watched my Travel Talk Tuesday the previous week when I was in the Lido of Rome, the beaches were packed out with rental umbrellas and people laying, certainly not social distancing from one another. But this experience here in Greece is so much more laid back and comfortable. It's like a little family vacation spot where the kids just come out and play. The parents sit around and talk at the cafes that are right there on the beach all Sunday afternoon. So it was just an amazing contrast from one day on a Saturday in the Lido di Asti near Rome and this little beach here in Artemide. And looking back sort of to the northeast, huge mountains in the background. I spent just the afternoon here, and as you can see, there's a lot less activity here than there was where I was staying in the Lido near Rome. It's a Sunday afternoon. There's been quite a few people here over the course of the afternoon basking in the sun, but it was a bit overcast and cloudy. But this seems to be the MO here, the modus operandi here, is for parents to sit at the restaurants like you see here behind me and have their Sunday lunch and let their kids play in the water all afternoon. Pretty easy way to do that, and if your kids can swim or safely able to go into the water, then it's a great activity. So I'll be sharing some information and some experiences from here in the next 36 hours before I head into the big city of Athens.
Hey, let me take just a minute to contrast this village here in Greece with the village we shared last week on Travel Talk Tuesday that was near Rome. This is a hometown village. The vibe, the ambiance is so much different. Kids are playing in the street. Parents and grandparents are sitting on the benches near the streets talking and maybe catching up on the news of the day. And so it's just a hometown vibe. Very nice place to visit.
Obviously, I've arrived here at the port. Sunday afternoon. Looks like everyone is in for the day. Right across from the place I'm staying, there are two major fish shops that have been open all day on a Sunday here. So evidently, fishing is a big industry right here in this little area of Greece. Some nice outdoor cafes, just like this, pop up all over the place in Greece, whether you're in a city or not. And it's not just outdoor because of COVID-19. It's outdoors because that's how they have it. This particular restaurant is called Del Porto, the Port Restaurant. I noticed right away that this town here in Greece, and Greece in general, and the Greeks in general, are a whole lot more clean, less trashy as far as street litter and everything goes. You can see this is pretty pristine right through here. A few businesses on the first floor, and second floor homes or rental apartments. Panning this way. The very nice homes that have a great sea view. Looks like I'm to the end where the harbor goes out into the seaside. These are the working boats of this harbor. As I mentioned earlier, there's two fresh fish shops just across from where I'm staying, loaded with all kind of fish, even on a Sunday. If it's typical worldwide, maybe fishermen don't go out on Sunday evening, so there's no fresh fish on Monday, is the general rule of thumb. We'll see how that works tomorrow. shrines known as kandilaki pop up all over the place in Greece. Here by the seaside, most likely it is not a shrine or a chapel in memory of someone who died or passed away, but maybe as a patron saint for traveling the seas, I'm just speculating, or for those sailors who passed away and died on the rough seas in storms. But these kandilaki are all over the place, next to the roads, some of them not as extravagant as this, some of them as small as birdhouses. But keep your eye out for the kandilaki. All over Greece, these towns are loaded up with al fresco seafood restaurants, or restaurants that sell souvlaki as well. And this is the outdoor seating and a pretty swank indoor area as well. Not sure how the indoor seating is going with COVID-19, but the outdoors will be thriving at lunch and about an hour or so later here around 8 o'clock. Seeking the last rays of sunshine on a Sunday afternoon. Public showers, public beach, all ages here enjoying the sea, and some evidently really popular restaurants just back here. The ones under the trees are loaded with people, probably 50 or so people that are having dinner. You'll see these signs as well all over Greece. Taverna, a tavern, serving drinks and food. Here's my view from my balcony at my B&B, right here at the main corner.
Hey, I've made it into the main part of town, the shopping district, and away from the seaside. I just wanted to give you a little stroll up here just to kind of show you what a Greek town is all about. Many types of shops, coffee shops, boutiques, rental cars, a lot of pharmacies, several grocery stores. So just to point this out, just so you'll kind of get an idea of what a small town in Greece is all about.
Let me zoom in on what I'm eating here. This is a pork steak. It's really good. I'm not going to eat this cold right now, but it's great with the roasted tomato on top of it. I'm not going to eat those cold french fries. But over here, these cold vegetables are wonderful. This red bell pepper here is some of the best I've ever had. And zucchini, and there was some eggplant there. Let me stop it here for just a minute and talk to you about this menu. Well, the previous night, I was at the Dolphin Restaurant, right on the seaside, and I got I don't know, the Greeks, they just go overboard with appetizers, and then by the time the entrees come, you're just so full that it's almost impossible to finish the meal. So I made a breakfast out of some zucchini balls the next day, and a lunch out of what you see right here. But the previous evening, I had 4 zucchini balls, and I had for the appetizers, and some tzatziki along with some pita bread. And then we had the next course was these roasted peppers, which were just fantastic. There's nothing better than that, just roasted in some olive oil and little and green bell peppers, red bell peppers, zucchini, and eggplant. And then for the last course, I wasn't in the mood for more seafood, so I had a pork steak, which was amazing, tender, with a roasted tomato on top of it, a little bit of salad and lemon, and french fries. And as you can see, I couldn't eat half of that stuff, so I just used it for lunch the next day. So some zucchini balls left over for breakfast that morning, and then lunch the next day. The Dolphin Restaurant here in Artemide is a fantastic place, and I'll share with you in a few minutes about my second evening of what we did. Continue on with my picnic on the beach. Well, and I picked up this this bottle of wine here at the local grocery store. That's 1.5 liters for €2.49. Pretty good dry white wine.
got up early on my last morning in Artemide, got out my drone and flew it down the beach here. You know, there's a lot to be said about going to these small little villages and experiencing the culture and the real lifestyle of those who live there. There's a lot to be said, too, about the big city experiences and the cultural and historical experiences one would have in Athens or Paris or Rome or London. But for many who travel with me, some of their most memorable times are those spent in small little villages off the beaten path, experiencing life like a local. And for me, it's a joy to bring these experiences to those who travel with me and show them what it's really like to experience a small town in Europe. Okay, that wraps up my show from Artemida. Thank you for sharing it with me. Hey, your adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe.
Okay, back with you full screen here from the Hotel Inoflio, the Amelia Hotel. There's actually a lot of people here today, and they're all Greeks. There are no tourists from outside of this country really, except our group of about 20 people. And so the pool is in this direction. We were here yesterday. We were the only people in this hotel yesterday. Today, the hotel maybe is half capacity. I'm not sure. But the pool is filled up. The waiters are scurrying around like they haven't done in a year and a half. I know this got to be joyful to be opening up and having tourism coming back to their halls and to their rooms here at the Amelia Hotel in Nafplio. I'm in a little courtyard here. I've got my camera set, so I don't know what you can see. So much behind me, but there's a lot of bougainvillea here that is just beautiful and a kind of a light pink in color. I've got a fountain behind me, which you probably can hear bubbling. And then this is a pass-through place as well from the main lobby over to the pool, which is over here. But it's just a fantastic place. You can hear the birds chirping in the background. But what I want to talk to you about right now is the moment is upon us where if you've ever wanted to travel and live like a local and see what Europe is all about without hordes of tourists, now is the time to do it. I'm just thinking the next 6 months is going to be wide open for us who are bold enough to operate some tours to go into some very safe and secure locations. As far as Greece goes, I've got another tour in Greece starting in a couple of days that's totally filled as well. And we'll be visiting Athens, Nafplio, and Santorini. And then we're going over to Italy to explore there and see how life is going on in Tuscany and Venice and Milan and Rome, and do some scouting for that to see what's all in store. But I'm saying that if you're interested in traveling and seeing life like it was, uncrowded, over 100 years ago, and just being one of a few tour groups and places, now is the time to do it. We've got plenty of tours in September and October that are going, as I've already mentioned, to safe and secure locations. We've got some tours in the coastal regions of the Balkans. We have another tour to Greece here in September. This is all in September. Balkans also in September. A villa tour in Italy and Tuscany in September. We also have our Best of Italy and our Essence of Italy tour, which goes from Rome to Florence to the Cinque Terre to Tuscany to Venice and in Milan. So those are in operation. And then fast forward one more month to go past November to December. We've got 2 fantastic Christmas market tours that are set to go. And those markets are opening wide open this year. They're so elated that in Germany and Austria, they're going to be able to open up their tour markets and their Christmas markets again in the first few weeks of December. And we also have a Christmas tour that starts in Eastern Europe in Budapest and works its way over to Slovenia, Slovakia, Vienna, Salzburg, Munich, and Rothenburg on the Tauber. And so we've got those 2 tours going. Those are both 1-week tours. So I know all of this is going to fill up. And we're actually doing some promotional things for these tours as well. So any tour that happens beyond July, so that means August, September, October, November, December, we're offering an extra free night before your tour begins for you to show up a day early. We'll get your hotel room for you so you can explore the city a little bit on your own, or just rest and relax from recover from jet lag, and then we'll start off the tour the next day renewed and refreshed. All of that can be found at davidmcguffin.com, and you just search on the tours in the menu bar, and you'll see what we have all on offer for the rest of this year. I'm going to close it off right now, but just don't forget, this is the time of the century to jump on one of my tours and experience Europe as it has never been in the past 150 years. Okay, thank you guys for watching tonight. I'll say goodbye from Nafplio, Greece, and next week I'll see you and we'll talk about Athens, wow, the capital city. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.